Hi, my name's Stu and welcome to another video on flying Wiener. If you've been around longer, you will recognise this setting and the person sitting next to me. Say hi, Karl.
Hello and welcome. Hi.
This is Karl from Karl Wallner Piping. He's my piping instructor, and if you were here about a year ago, we did a whiskey tasting video. We actually did two. There was one on my channel, one on Karl's channel, one in English, one in German, and we have returned with a new whiskey this time. As you can see behind us, a lot of training has happened in this past year. That does not necessarily mean that we've gotten better at tasting and describing whiskey, but we are going to give it a try, certainly. Here I have a whiskey that has been gifted to me. It's a Kilchoman 100% Islay 10th Edition. It's from 2020. Now, I like Kilchoman whiskies. At my wedding 2 years ago, I had 3 whiskies at the whiskey bar that were presented there. One of them was a Kilchoman whiskey, but the regular one. So this is a very special edition. It was given to me as a gift by my mummy. She really likes me. She gives me whiskey. And so I don't know what this tastes like, and we will certainly give it a try. As far as what it is about, this whiskey, I suppose what is very special about it is that it was distilled and completely made entirely in one place. So it hasn't travelled around or anything. If I look here, I'll just read this quickly for you. It says, the 10th edition Islay was born, bottled on site without colouring or chill filtration, standing alone as Scotland's only single farm, single malt Scotch whiskey, from barley to bottle. So that's what's special about this. And I'll also mention that it's spent a minimum of 9 years in 39 bourbon barrels and 2 Oloroso sherry casks. So for those of you who know a bit more, that'll probably be very interesting information. Okay, so without further ado, let's open this box.
Oh, the bottle looks actually fantastic. I like this kind of bottles.
Yes, a big heavy bottle with a big heavy base. I like that as well compared to the sort of more lanky tall bottles. I do prefer this a lot. The colour we can already see, it's a very typical whiskey colour. I'd say maybe a bit lighter, but generally speaking, I'm trying to remember right now the regular Kilchoman. I think the regular Kilchoman is a lot brighter in colour, so this is probably a bit stronger in taste, a bit more of an impact. It's got 50% alcohol in it, so we are definitely in for a treat. Neither of us is driving with the car, so that will be fine.
Really, is it 50?
It's 50, yes. It's
quite strong.
Maybe we can zoom in with the camera. I'll see what the editing magic does. But yes, 100% Islay Edition has got 50%. So,
maybe we're gonna try it later on with some water as well.
Yes, we could do that because very, very special. We did that last time as well, but here I actually have some Scottish water. My mother thinks of everything. It's just like going to school and being given a piece to take with you. She has thought of everything. Last time we did try it with water, but I'm not sure if we mentioned it back then, but if you do add water to your whiskey, it should actually be Scottish water. So we've got the full set here. We've got Highland spring water, which we will then be adding once we've had a wee taste. I'll put this here for now. Very authentic. Highland spring. Okay then, do you want to do the honours and open it? So I will let Karl do the honours of removing this. I mean, it's lovely, this blue wrapping, but we have to get rid of it so that we can actually open it.
Alright, thank you. So I'll just try to open that blue thing here, and you gonna do the blob test.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
well, like last time, we will also judge if it's a really satisfying plop that that it makes when you open it. So we'll see if that happens here as well.
Because it's your whiskey, yeah, and would like to see you open it.
Okay.
This looks so lovely. The wooden thing here.
Absolutely, yes. That's what I like, and also the regular Kilchoman has that. I really like this wooden top here. I just generally think it's a really lovely looking bottle.
This on its own looks like a little coin, and you can pay and buy something for it, actually. Yeah.
Yes, actually it's a bit of a shame to throw it away. I mean, it is really lovely done. I really like the presentation. So, all quiet, let's see if we've got a satisfying plop. Not too loud, very nice. Quick smell test.
And I'm always looking at the size, if you can use it actually for bagpipes, because sometimes you need corks to practice. Yeah, and I think it would work. Smells kind of spicy to me, a little bit smoky.
Yes.
But not too strong.
Not too strong, yes. I would say that just to come back to the regular Kilchoman, the reason I chose it for my wedding was because to me it was I feel, a perfect example of a regular whiskey. And I don't mean regular in the sense of quality, but just what you expect a Scottish whiskey to be like, a smoky one. So that's, to me, Kilchoman is a great example of that. And it seems that they have still maintained it with this version.
And I'm not sure if the strength of the whiskey, like the 50%, if that relates to the smell of the whiskey. So should a strong one actually smell? What do you think? So should it smell strong if it is a strong one?
Good question. I would expect it to smell stronger. Yes, I would expect, I believe.
Yeah, because to me it smells really smooth. Like,
yes, it does actually. It smells a lot smoother. I mean, going by the smell, I expect it to be a lot smoother than what the number indicates. Okay, well, so let's give it a try.
So I can't wait for the taste.
Okay.
Really tastes as smooth as it smells. Let's do a little color check again in the glass.
Oh, I feel it's even lighter in color once it's in the glass. So that's very interesting.
Exactly.
So although the glass doesn't look somehow coloured or so, but still it looks a bit lighter, brighter in colour. It smells even better now, of course. I mean, I would hope so. Smelling better than the cork.
Yeah. A little bit more intense, but not too strong.
Yes.
And now, I'm sure I can smell some fruits in there.
Well,
I think.
Yes, I mean, as I mentioned, we do have at least a sherry cask, so yes, it does have some slight fruity notes in it. Yes, and I do feel that you can smell that. You can really smell the fruity elements in it.
But again, I'm not a professional, you know, I play bagpipes.
Neither am I. We're only good at drinking whiskey, we're not exactly experts at identifying all the information about them.
You wanna go first?
I'd say do it at the same time, at the same time. So, Slanja.
Slanche. What a sound.
Nice sound, wow, that's good. Ooh. Okay, now I do believe the strength. Wow. Ooh.
Do you think so?
Yes, now leaving it in the mouth for a bit, I feel that it really grew in strength there over a few seconds. Not too much though, not too much. So in a very nice way, a very, very nice feeling of warmth spreading really in the mouth. But yes, definitely, it is a strong whiskey. Yes, it definitely is.
Maybe I'm quite used to whiskey at the moment because we had the Glenfiddich weekend just 1 week ago and we had 3 different whiskies. We drank a lot, really. So at this point it tastes kind of strong, but actually not too strong.
Yeah. Yes. No, I'm just saying. So if you really hold it in your mouth for a bit, let it just rest there for a few seconds, you can really feel it pulling, really developing in strength.
And if you are interested, what is the Glenfiddich weekend actually? It's not about Glenfiddich whiskey. The funny thing is it's about bagpiping, about bagpipes and the 10 best players in the world. And we always watch the live stream, or when we can go there, we go there to Scotland and watch it in person. And we always choose some selection of different whiskies. So that's what it's all about. Glenfiddich weekend doesn't mean that we drink Glenfiddich all weekend long.
Yes, if you are interested, it's great. It's once a year and it's basically the best pipers of the world gathering for a competition. So you'll be it'll be very hard to find something better to watch piping wise. And the great thing about it is it's streamed online, so if you are interested for next year's competition, you can watch it from the comfort of your home. So that's really great. So that's what we did this year. But we were there ourselves actually 2 years ago. It's really a fabulous thing to just experience. As this video is also piping related, it's very fitting to mention that, yes. So it would be great if you had interest for that, because piping is definitely something that we need to spread more love for.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe now is a good time to add the water. And to avoid any accusations of switching this water for tap water or something, I shall open this bottle here on camera and pour it into this glass, so that we are free of any and all accusations.
I'm super excited to try it with water, actually, but I could drink it without water and would be fine just for me.
Yes, yes. I also tend to drink not just whiskey but any spirits. I actually tend to drink just as pure as possible, because over the years I've developed a taste for that. My uncle once told me, it was something like 10 years ago or so, because I used to usually mix my drinks with, I don't know, Coke or something like that. He said, no, try and just drink it purely. You will appreciate the taste a lot more. And that is actually, in fact, true. I discovered for myself. So whether it's tequila or whiskey, particularly if you've got a good one, you are really doing a disservice to yourself if you're mixing it with Coke or something like that. Okay, but yes, I mean, water is one thing that you do add, because that's something we experienced in our last videos, that if you just add a little bit of water, it somehow really expands the taste. So we're not really going to water it down, so we're not going to do half and half or something. Just try and add a bit of water, because it really does transform the whiskey, we found. Okay, you first.
I think I go with that. You okay?
Yeah, just a small bit. Okay.
So for me the smell is perfect now.
Okay. I'll give it a wee shuggle to make sure that it mixes.
It's exactly between the smell of the cork on its own and the smell without water.
Yes, that is actually the perfect wording. I couldn't have found that myself. I was thinking, wait a second, yes, it feels... Yes, that is the perfect way to describe it. So, yes, I would say this is a really very pleasant smell now. It's really not strong. You can...
It's sweeter than before.
Yes.
It is.
Yes, so now these fruity flavours, they somehow come to the top. They rise to the top a lot more.
Okay.
So another wee taste.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
I think even if you are a beginner on the whiskey, you could drink it with just a drop of water and you'll be fine.
Yes, I would agree. It's certainly, in the initial taste, it is definitely, it doesn't feel as strong. I just noticed that the strength, it really kicks in just as it's going down. You can still, it sort of comes back with a bit of a revenge and says, but wait a second, I'm still strong, don't forget that. But when you put it in your mouth first, it is actually a bit more pleasant if the strong alcohol isn't to your taste.
It's a lovely whiskey.
As far as other tasting notes, I must say I can't really tell much apart from the fruitiness. I'll see if the box gives me any indication of something else that we should be tasting. It says here, the combination of lightly peated barley matured in both bourbon and sherry casks creates an intense combination of floral sweetness, layers of rich fruity character, which we have identified, and soft maritime peat smoke. So it seems that the only thing we really missed is the floral sweetness. I mean, we talked about sweetness, but not exactly floral. So I think we did a very good job here.
Yeah, I think so too. Getting better.
Yes, getting better. Despite our best efforts, we are actually becoming better at identifying things in the whiskey. Okay, that's the end of our whiskey tasting this time. I hope you enjoyed. It's certainly a very high recommendation from me. I would assume from Karl as well.
Yes.
Yes, so if you are able to get your hands on this Kilchoman 100% Islay 10th edition, it's from 2020, certainly highly recommended, but as I said, I really enjoy the standard Kilchoman as well. I feel it is a great example for a typical Scottish smoky whiskey. So, we will leave you now. I will leave links here at the end to our last 2 videos. One of them is in German, so great chance to polish up your German if that's what you always wanted to do. I'll leave the 2 links here at the end, and we shall leave you with a small song on the practice chanter. It's the Sky Boat song, which you might know, which you might have heard before. I'll be playing and Karl will be enjoying his whiskey. So thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you the next time, whenever that is.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.